I tell you that we gotta remember that this life is precious. And you are owed nothing in this time, people. That's why I say every day is a continuous test with no subject. What's your answer and was it meaningful? And only you can be the one to determine that answer. Because you are the one that's determining the value and the meaning of your own life in that continuous test that you have. However, it is such a feat to look into the person in the mirror and actually challenge that individual. However, it is a major feat to know the flaws and try to address those things, especially when your pocket's full and your belly fat already. Not easy. And that's why we gotta make it last. And with that, let's start it. Song of the day, people. Everybody get your motherfucking roll on. Everybody get your roll on. Everybody get your roll on. What? Big timers. I've really been on some old, like, classic New Orleans Cash Money vibes. And it's interesting because coming up in that time, boy bands were big. And Hot Boys was that rap version of boy bands. And it was a really significant time in Juvenile, BG, Turk, the legend Wayne, Birdman, Manny Fresh. What an era. What did I read today? Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. And it's so crazy how this human life that we're living is the same throughout time periods. And you really got to work on yourself and worry about what's going on in your life. You can't focus or dwell on what someone else is doing or however else they would feel or what they would do in a situation or whatever about them, because that's not you. Plain and simple. And he just keeps on beating that dead horse of worry about what's going on in your life, in your universe. And it's really one of those type of writings where you could open up at any place, like the middle, the end, the beginning, and just start going. Was I physically active today? Leg day was never missed on our squad, and today was no different. Was able to go to real Gainesville, and man, I had to walk a mile back home. That was tough as hell. Nevertheless, it was done, and I was happy. And I gave that time to my body, having that real respect for that person who we said that we see in the mirror, who we want to continuously challenge. And I'm doing my best to do that to that individual. And that's what I profess to you to do. What is life to be lived if we can't maximize it, people? What is life to live if you think that you're secure and it will actually last? The only thing that's constant is change. What did I get from a meditation today? Nothing in this life is promised or owed to you. Tell those that you care about how you feel, and often, because you never know when the last time will be. And I have a knack of randomly hitting up family, friends, whomever. Let them know I appreciate them, and or people that help me along the way. Let them know that I'll never forget what they did for me. Because you don't want that last time of communicating with, especially a loved one, to be negative or something insignificant. And I'm not above thinking that tomorrow couldn't be my last day. Well enough could. And the fact that I'm still on this planet right now and able to speak to you all people is a blessing. And I hope that you take that same energy in your life and know that it's all equal in this life, and anyone, any moment could be our last. What I succeed at today? And those that have been here with us for many eons know that it's a special thing when you, what I say, dot those I's and cross those T's. And I'm so loud that my baby Cameron is just moving. He hears me yelling at him in his sleep. Hey, Cameron! Nevertheless, I made sure that everything was handled, and to the small details, being my life being my family life, my life being my personal life, my life being my professional life. Addressing those people in your universe, whether it be in your inner circle or your outer sphere. And that matters. How far does a just thinking about your, hey, I hope everything's doing well, especially for those that have been there for you in the past, how far can that go? I believe very much so. What made me smile today? Seeing my baby boy Cam, and knowing that as a father, especially, and really as a parent overall, it is a what have you done for me lately type of business. Meaning, you can be a good father today, you can be a good father last week. However, if you're not there for the next month, for the next day, for the next week, for the next year, for the next decade, you ain't shit. Plain and simple. And I take pride in saying I was a good dad today. However, knowing in the back of my mind, key word is today, and knowing that I owe it to them to be there tomorrow and the next day, if I'm alive, if it's not the last time. Let that be the only thing that's standing between us. And that's what I want to charge on to those fathers, that just because you did something don't matter. It's a what have you done for me lately type of business. And it's not fair. This world is not, and I don't make the rules. So what I think my day overall? Complete, peaceful, wonderful, hardworking, everything. And those simple times, something spectacular doesn't need to happen. Something grandiose doesn't need to be included in the schedule. However, how many lives were affected by just your simple presence? What good did you do for yourself and for your community, for your family, for your people? And how are you going to use that to propel yourself for the next day? This is what I charge to you, people. No, it's not easy. And I respect you that much to know that you would know that this process was never meant to be easy, and it's to be fulfilled and be enjoyed in the moment of. Deep episode today, people. No lightheartedness at all. And that's how we are right now on August 24th, 2022 on a Wednesday at 7:23 p.m. Pacific time. I'm just so glad and lucky that all of you are tuned in right now for our 446th episode of our 27th season. And know that we're nothing without you. And with that, once again, you're amazing. You're amazing. You're one of one. Thank you. And thank you, YouTube audience. Hey, check out Storytime with Pop right here in the background. And see you soon.